Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hello, welcome to Lead Pedal Podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. This is episode number 950, and today we're going to save you some fuel. That's right, we're going to talk with Robel Haile. Robel is with Portland Fuels. We're going to find out about their unique program that helps owner-operators save money. This is an episode you don't want to miss, so stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Hey folks, are you an owner-operator looking for a place to call home? Well, Rims Transport is based out of Hamilton, Ontario, and that's right, they are a place owner-operator fleet only. They run flatbed out of Hamilton, and they don't run much more than 500 to 700 mile radius. So if you're looking for a place that you can get back home on a regular basis, you can get good miles, they have a great culture for owner-operators, and they want you to succeed, then Rims Transport's the place to do that. Where can you learn more? Go to rimstransport.com. Make sure you tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you, and we want you to be successful. We know them personally over there, and we know they're going to take good care of you. You got open board, you've got tandem US, you got multi-axle US, you got city, you got all kinds of positions available there, all owner-operator fleet. So if you want to be successful for 2023 and beyond, then get on with Rims Transport and tell them we sent you. All right, everybody, talk to you later. Go to rimstransport.com. So Portland Fuels has been around for a while. In fact, we've seen them at a number of conferences. They were recently at the TTSAO conference, their 7th annual conference, and Robel came up and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm working with Portland Fuels." And I said, "You know what? If you got time for an interview, I'd love to get one done." So we didn't do a long interview because we were in the middle of a conference. We sat at somebody's booth to do this, but I got to tell you, it is worth every minute because there's some real tips on how you can save money in this. Portland Fuels is a program that basically helps owner-operators evaluate their fuel costs and puts them onto a program where they know what their fuel is going to cost. No matter what the price is at the pumps, they know what the price is going to be. Now, I thought this was a pretty unique program when I first heard about it. Don't understand why more people aren't on it. We are so I wanted to hear more about it, and it's great that Robel reached out over the two-day conference. We tried a number of times to get together. We finally got it done almost at the very end. Thank God for a snowstorm. So anyway, here's a Robel. He's with Portland Fuels, and let's find out all about this unique program and how it can help you, the owner-operator, save some money. Hey drivers, are you getting tired of trying to update that old PDF paper resume that you have? You want to apply to different companies. Maybe you want to show off some of the stuff you've had, like the trucks you've driven or pictures or whatever. You know what? You can't do that on a resume anymore, but you can do that at Driver Verified. Driver Verified is a platform that allows you to create your own unique profile and share your expertise easily with potential employers, insurance companies, anybody that you wish. This thing is so slick. You'll be able to update it. It's free to try. And you know what? Now you've got something that can be updated. You don't have to go back and wonder, where did you put that paper copy? The cool thing is companies can get this as well. And you know what? One of the best ways to be find new employment and find things that are really cool for you is by a company searching you out as opposed to you searching out a company. So why not try Driver Verified today? All you got to do is go to driververified.com and give it a try. It's free to try. You can create a free profile and you can even get a free report. And by the way, if you were talking to the team over at Driver Verified, make sure you tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon. See you on the road. All right, I'm here with Robel, and what's the name of the company? Portland Fuel. All right, so I met you guys a year ago, I guess, almost a year ago. But are you operating by yourself, or just tell us about how long you got in the transportation industry, that kind of thing?
So personally, I've been in the transportation industry for 4 months now.
4 whole months.
So I'm pretty new.
Lucky you.
In a previous life, I was a maintenance planner up in Northern Ontario.
Okay.
So it's quite a career change.
Yeah.
But I'm here because I want to be here, and I think I can make a difference. So. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about Portland Fuels. You're holding the mic,
So Portland Fuel is a company that was first started in the UK in 2009, and their business has expanded since then into Germany, North America, especially here in Canada. And what we do is we are a diesel hedging provider. So we help companies fix their fuel costs and help them budget accurately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I remember talking to your team last year, and I was amazed at this, and I'm amazed how many people aren't on it or on it. I don't know how many customers or clients you have, but basically what you're doing is you offer a fixed price, and whoever signs up, owner, operator, fleet, whatever, pays that price to you guys. But Fuel's doing this. How are you guys managing to do that? Like, that sounds crazy.
I mean, especially since the Russia-Ukraine crisis, prices have been so volatile with a 10-cent differentials on a daily basis. So I think it's imperative for companies to get their fuel costs under control. The way we do it is we deal with futures contracts. And we work as a middleman, we aggregate volume, and we trade futures, which allows us to fix futures, fix fuel prices in the long term. Banks also do hedge, but banks are looking at massive volumes, 150,000 liters a month type volumes. We serve a niche. We provide hedging for smaller to medium-sized businesses as well at competitive rates. So we have no minimum volumes. And the way it works is you would continue your fuel operations as before, nothing would change, but we settle financially at the end of every month. Yeah, to bring you back to where we lock in.
Let me make sure I explain. This is for me, not for you. I know you don't know your stuff. All right, so I'm going to keep buying fuel. Let's say I'm an owner-operator. I sign onto your program. I'm going to buy fuel as I normally do at the truck stops I normally do. At the end of the month, you're going to see how much I paid, how much I should be paying based on your program, and give me the difference. Is that how it works?
Well, we lock in a rate before your hedging period starts, and now we have the ability to fix against your local rack. So whether it's Winnipeg, Saskatoon, or Toronto, we can fix against that. Once we have that rate, at the end of that month, we take the average of the rack price for the month, because that's publicly available on NRCan. And the difference between the average rack price that you paid for the month and where we locked in is what I'll be reimbursing you. As for volumes, it's up to the customer to choose to nominate how much volume they want to fix. So if you're a client, for example, and you say, I use roughly around 40,000 liters of diesel a month, you may feel uncomfortable hedging the entire 40,000 because you may use less or more. You probably might start hedging 25,000, right? And we work from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You must be a mathematician, investment, finance guy all in one, right? You got to be to figure this out. It's got to be a lot, right?
Well, we have a trading desk for all that. Okay. So the traders deal all the sort of the nitty-gritty details. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely very mathematical. It's also about risk management, because when we take on the risk from our clients, we're essentially allowing them to fix a price as a certain snapshot on the market, and they're not exposed to market anymore. No more volatility. We take that on, and that's a bit of math, a bit of risk management. All exciting work in our world.
Wow. Okay, so just to give the listeners give us an idea of what. I don't know if you can or not. You may not have that being only 4 months. Do you have an idea of? Is there an example, a case study that you could say? Here's what a guy did. Here's what they saved over a year. Or, I don't know if you have that information or don't.
I can't be too transparent because that's the business of my clients, but we do hedge for transits across many different municipalities across Canada, and there are articles written about municipalities saving significant amounts of money over a four-month hedge. If memory recalls, I think one of them may have saved around $50,000. Yeah, so it's definitely it can pay back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have heard, and I think the big companies do this, and so I'm wondering if this is similar to where you're basically not paying for your fuel ahead of time, but you're negotiating the price of fuel ahead of time. And I think big companies do that, right? You know, the bus companies and all that, they go, here's what we're going to pay. You're basically buying on volume, you know, and here's what we're going to pay. Is it similar to that for somebody not buying fuel all in the tank or whatever?
Well, it is similar because it's sort of a cash flow thing. So setting it every month, we pay you back whatever is required to get you back to that agreed upon price. It also works the other way, where if you pay less than the rate at which we lock in, then you reimburse me the difference. So it's basically like drawing your line in the sand.
Right.
It's a good way of thinking about it. Is about less so about paying the cheapest price, more so about knowing what price exactly what you're paying and planning around that.
And being able to put that on a bottom line.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's all about budget certainty.
When you're budgeting, the variables are terrible.
Oh, absolutely. And fuel's one of the biggest ones, right? So we try to make life a little easier that way.
Very cool. All right, so now, do I have to be a large fleet? You talk about bus companies. I'm sure we all think of transit and stuff like that. Can I be a one-person operation, two-truck operations? Those are a lot of the people that are listening to this.
Yes, so we have no minimum volumes. Typically, you get a better value with volumes exceeding like 10,000 liters a month. 10,000 liters a month is a fleet of 7 or 8 trucks. Yeah, so it's where that's sort of the niche that we serve is we provide hedging to small or medium-sized businesses, whether it's farmers, whether it's fuel distributors, on the larger side, whether it's city transit operations. So that's the niche we're serving. So if you're a smaller business, you got a fleet of 6 cars, 6 trucks you're using, that's our ideal. That's where we provide the most value. Yeah.
Okay, I got one more question, which you may or may not know the answer. If you don't know the answer, don't feel you have to make it up. If I'm one of these owner-operators that have 1 or 2 or 3 trucks, can I partner with another business similar in size and create one and we kind of work together? I don't know if that's possible or not. But there's so many small companies that have 1 and 2 trucks. Work with other companies that have 1 and 2 trucks. And so if those both want to get on, maybe that's 4 trucks, or maybe they have 3 of them to get to 6 trucks. I don't know if you can do that kind of thing. I'm just wondering what options are up. We're always looking for options for the owner-operator, right?
Yeah, so I haven't come across any case of that nature in my tenure, but what I do know is we work with co-ops sometimes, and they aggregate multiple farmers.
Right. So
and to sort of they pull similar thing, and typically when you're above the 10,000 liters a month mark, or even 8,000 or 9,000, you're getting better value, right? Yeah. So aggregating volumes is definitely a possibility.
Very cool. Well, listen, I think we're about to get back to our session, so I don't want to keep you too long, but we're going to have to keep this conversation going, because I think we'll get some questions about this, and people will be going, how do I get on this program? But it's an absolute pleasure to meet you, Robel. It really is. And where can people go to learn more? You guys got a website? Like, where can people go to get started if they want to learn more right away?
So, website, www.portlandfuel.ca, Portland-fuel.ca, and there's plenty of information there. If you were to even Google Portland fuel hedging or Portland hedging, we should be first on the Google algorithm as well. You can always touch up with LinkedIn.
Company, U.S. company, English company?
We're a company from the UK. That's where we first started operations, but Canada's where we intend. Absolutely, we're based out of Hamilton. Yeah.
Around the corner.
That's right.
Great. Thank you, Robel. Appreciate
Thank you.
Man, you did a great job. Appreciate it.
Hey folks, have you heard about DriverCheck and the services they offer? They have amazing services specifically for the transportation industry, along with many other industries. They have alcohol and drug testing, occupational health services, hearing protection, fit testing, and a whole lot more. They are a leader in how to handle cannabis in the workplace and also how to handle COVID in the workplace. And you do not want to miss their great event that they have each year, the annual Fitness for Duty Summit. So where can you learn more? Where can you get information in order to keep your workplace safe? Well, go to DriverCheck.ca. And when you go there, if you meet the team, please let them know that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you. Thanks very much, and we'll see you later. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that interview and got some great tips out of there. If you want to learn more about them, hey, go to portlandfuel.ca. is a great way to find out all the information. You can find out more about their programs. You can also contact Robel if you'd like to. But it's a unique program that, you know what, in today's world of rising fuel prices, you've got where you make profit is by stretching all of these little things and working out the best deals you can. And this sounds like a great deal for anybody, worth investigating for sure. And then they can help you go further. So it sounds like a pretty good program. Hey, you know what? You can listen to us anywhere. I hope you got our app. The Lead Pedal Media app is the best way to keep up to date on all the stuff happening. In that app, you can listen to us on our social, but on that app, you're going to get our radio station. You're going to get our podcast. You're going to get our video channel. You're going to get our blog. You're going to get our ways of communicating with us all in one spot. And that's the best thing about that. So you're going to keep up to date that way on a regular basis. But you can follow us on social because we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and you can find me on LinkedIn. No, we're not a government agency, so yes, we are still on TikTok for the time being. But anyway, we are going to be there. You can follow us, and you'll probably see our programming everywhere you go. But I got to tell you, we really appreciate you being with us. We appreciate you listening, and make sure you join our fan club. We've got a great fan club that you can get to, and you can look on there for sure. So, all right, my friends, take good, be safe. We'll talk to you next time, and check out Portland Fuels. It may just save you some money.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.